I'm Captain Bookie.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Bam Bam.
I joined the German Air Force 2015 and I have the honor of flying the Eurofighter since 2018.
Joined the Air Force in 2005 and I'm flying the Eurofighter now since 2013. And this is my first season now as the display pilot. The display team usually goes around through the squadrons, and it's like one squadron this year, another squadron in the next year. And then it's usually for like 2 years or so. Well, last year I got asked if I would be able to do it and willing to do it, and I actually volunteered.
I'm primarily a safety pilot for the display team, so I make sure that Bam Bam is totally prepared to fly his display. I also fly in the second aircraft, so in case the first one has any technical difficulties, that Bam Bam can go to the spare aircraft. And then I mostly take my place in the tower next to the flight director or something, and then watch that everything goes down safely. And if Bam Bam has any questions or any stuff that he has to hear about, then he will call me on the radio and I can help him out.
Well, it always starts the same way. You start with your display, have some kind of ideas. You start in the simulator and you keep practicing over and over and over, but the nights before, you just keep running through it, circles, circles, circles. So in my mind, I've probably flown every kind of display probably 1,000 times. We start up higher in like 1,500 feet. And then once I get more comfortable, I step it down all the way to 500 feet. Depending on the weather, the cloud ceiling dictates if I can fly a full up display, which goes all the way up to like 10,000 feet. So that everybody can see me the whole time. It needs to be a completely different display because I cannot go above the clouds, nobody would see me.
So what is really interesting is that you have different favorite maneuvers depending on if you're a pilot or if you're actually just someone who's just there to watch. So I find it very interesting that the slow flight of the Eurofighter, and out of the slow flight accelerating 90-degree upwards, which is super interesting because this shows how much power the Eurofighter even has. And when I talk to civilians and I ask them what their favorite maneuver is, they tell us it's everything that goes vertical, high and very fast.
Yeah, it's exactly what he described. Most of the time the people always say that fast maneuvering looks so cool, and for me it's the same thing. The fast stuff is fun, but it's more difficult to fly the slow stuff.
Well, when we are not flying at air shows or not going to air shows, our regular flying in a squadron consists of daily training. So we have the motto, train as you fight, so that we can go fully prepared whenever there's a mission coming up. Well, the questions I get asked a lot is actually, first of all, do you guys have patches? So that's like one of the first things. And the second part is actually, how does it feel when you fly? And I mean, every Eurofighter pilot experiences 9Gs, which is phenomenal, but also very hard and towards the body a lot. So those are pretty much the most interesting questions you get when you hang around here.